Hi, my name is Jody Decker, and I'm recording this Strength for Vacation video for the York County Library in South Carolina. So all you will need for this workout is a tube or a band. So with tubes, there's a few different options. Typically, they come in different colors, which is the different level of resistance. So depending on the brand, for mine, red is medium, blue is heavy. Handles are fine, but you can also use like a physical therapy band as well. So if you have a band that's more like this, when we need to make a grip, you can just roll it around your wrist so that you have a grip. So either one will do. We are going to end on the floor with a little bit of core. So if you need to grab a beach towel or a mat, please grab that as well. And let's get started. We're just going to create a little bit of warmth, doing some arm circles to start. Our workout today will consist of several different groupings of superset. Superset is simply working one muscle and then quickly transitioning to another one. Let's put them together and doing them alternating, so one muscle's resting. So we'll get a lot more done in our 30 minutes together. Go ahead and bring your knees up now, little knee lift here. So since each block of work is only 45 seconds, we are going to really focus on using as much resistance as you can, so that way by the end of 45 seconds you're really starting to feel fatigued. Okay, and the way we make it a little bit more challenging with the tubes or the bands is simply shortening the resistance. The shorter you go, the stronger the resistance. Let's start to open up the hips right here. So just circle it open, big circle. Good. Create some lubrication in the hip joint. Hopefully body temperatures are coming up. Heart rates might be rising just a bit. One more on each side, and then we'll get ready to go. So hopefully you're a little bit warmer. We're going to start with a chest press. So grabbing your tube or your band, we're going to take it right behind at mid-back level. I'm starting the timer and we are going to push. So we're going straight out in front. So I'm coming back to a goalpost arm and then I'm going straight out in front. Now, if you want to multitask, maybe you can add a calf raise. Looks like this. Lifting up onto the balls of the feet, coming down. Lifting up, coming down slowly. So all of our moves are nice and slow, very controlled. And the cool thing about using resistance tubes, we have to really work in both directions. So I can't let the band pull me back. I'm resisting all the way. Ideally, you're exhaling on the way out. That was our timer. So we're moving to a lat pull. So again, if you've got the band, I'm just doubling this up. I'm starting up high, pulling the band apart, and I'm going to continue to pull as I pull right here to the top of my chest, back up. So I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together. So this is called a lat pull down. Big muscles in our back, our lats. If you want to add on, we could add a squat with this. So we can squat and lift. Now, if you want to just focus on one or the other, you don't have to do the combo moves. You can choose just one. That is fine. So this is designed to get all our muscle groups today. Full body workout. Yes, really squeeze your shoulder blades together. Almost there. So if you're getting fatigued, you've got the right amount of resistance. That was our time. I'm going to switch to my tube. We're going back to the first move. Go back to the chest press. So with the chest press, I still have to wrap this around my hands. Let's go. Because if I were to hold the handles, that would make the band too long and that would make the exercise too easy. So again, if you like just the upper body, you're here. But if you can add the lower body, you're here. Adding the calf raise. That's it. Breathe. Keep it slow and controlled. Almost through. This is our last time. Each move is only 2 sets. That's the good news. If you're not really particularly fond of a certain exercise, we're almost done with this one. On deck, we have our lat pull downs with or without the squat. Hang in there. That's it. So if you're gonna use the tube, I like to put the handles on as bracelets. That way they're not swinging around. Start up, pull it out, and down. So continue to pull out and down. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. If you want, we can add the squat. You decide. Another trick, if your resistance isn't providing enough challenge, just walk your hands in. Now my band is shorter and I'm working harder. Yes. This is our second and final set, so that means we have new exercises on deck. Hang in there. Can we challenge ourselves? Let's hold this on the down right here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back up. That was it. Dead lifts. So you are going to step on your tube. I'm going to show you side view. I'm going to walk way down by my shoestrings to make my tube short, and I'm going to lift up and then hinge over and down. So notice how I keep my back really flat. That's a safer position. We want to be very careful that you don't round through your back. So you're inhaling on the way down, exhaling on the way up. I've got a slight bend in my knees. And as I drive up, I'm squeezing my glutes as I press through my heels. Yes. 8 more seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, you can grip onto the handles. I'm still standing on my tube. We're gonna do alternating side steps for our outer thighs. So hands can be at your hips, here, here. So it can just be a step side to side, or it could be a step squat if you want to work a little bit harder. Step squat if you want. Yes. Always keeping your feet a good hip distance apart. So don't come all the way back together. We want to keep constant tension on the tube. Yes. So if you're not burning yet in the hip and outer thigh, see if you can take a little bigger step. There we go. Challenge yourself. Almost there. And time. Go back to the deadlift. So I'm going to go back to my side view. I'm walking way down, and we're going to lift up and then hinge down. You also are striving to keep your neck in neutral with the rest of your spine. Inhale, exhale. So really think about just hinging from the hips. Halfway there. If you're not really feeling challenged, see about making your tube a little bit shorter. These tubes are wonderful. They're so easy to travel with, and you can literally do an entire body workout. We can work every single muscle group. Final 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to our outer thighs. So hands can come to the hips, or if you want it harder, you can come all the way up here to the shoulders. So bringing my hands higher is making it harder. So if that's too much, come back to the hips. Good, side to side. Remember, we're being careful about how close together our feet come. Yes. Last set of these. We've got new exercises coming up. Breathe and step. Timer's almost there, guys. We're going to take a quick water break after this. Remember, we tried to end on the opposite side that we started on, if you can remember which side that was. And there's the timer. Go ahead and get a drink. I'm pausing it so you can grab your water. Hydration is so important. We always want to have water nearby when we work out. And even if you don't feel thirsty, I'm going to encourage you to take a drink. Sometimes we can be in the first stage of dehydration without even feeling thirsty. So go ahead and take a quick drink, even if you're not feeling thirsty. And we're going to move on to 2 new exercises. We've got a reverse fly and an overhead tricep extension. So for the overhead tricep extension, we're going to stand on the band. Just notice where you're standing. Notice how much space you have between the handle so that when we go to switch sides, you can make it match resistance-wise. When we start here, we want to have the elbow in really close to our head. So if that's too easy, I just step on the band and make it shorter. So front view, see how close my elbow is to my head? You might even want to help with the arm, and that's fine. Just hold it in place. I'm going to start the timer. So that's fine to hold your elbow in place right here. We're going to inhale on the way down, exhale up. So what tends to happen, a lot of times when we work our triceps, the muscle becomes fatigued and it starts to creep way out here. And that's normal, but let's fight that and really try to draw the elbow in close to the head so that it remains in good alignment over the shoulder. So right now we're isolating our triceps, meaning we're only working this muscle, and that's really the only place you should be feeling it, the back of your arm. We're exhaling on the way up, inhaling on the way down. Almost there. If you're really burning, that's the right resistance. Check out where your foot is. Make sure it's equal. When you go to the other side, opposite arm up, elbow in. Let's go. Inhale, exhale. Good. You might notice that one side is a little more challenging, and that's actually quite normal because we have a dominant side for strength, just like we do with flexibility and balance. So it's okay to listen to your body. If you notice that your form and technique start to go, sit a couple repetitions out, you can rest, and then join back in as soon as you're able. The end is near. Try to work through the discomfort. There it is. Next move is a chest reverse fly. Reverse fly for your back. Put up bracelets on. Hold it about shoulder distance apart. Open the tube and then close it. Open it and close it. So try to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Right here is where we squeeze. That's it. Let's do 4 more. This is a really good exercise for your posture. 2 more. 1 more. Hold it. Stay open. Let's pulse it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and slow it back down. 4, 3, 2. Here's 1. Let's come back out. Open it up. Freeze and hold here. You're done. Back to our second round of triceps. Step on your tube. 1 arm is up and extended. Elbow in. Let's do it. Inhale and exhale. While we're standing here, really focus on good posture, standing tall with your core engaged. So engaging our core is a really good practice to get into for every exercise. Every exercise, we want to think about maintaining neutral core or activating the core, and that means pull your belly button in toward your spine. That protects our back, helps prevent injury, and helps strengthen our core area. We're almost there. I hope it's burning just a little bit. Last one, and switch sides. Check out where your foot was. Try to make it match. Start up, get ready, let's go. I know that 10 seconds transition time seems very quick, and it is. We don't have a whole lot of rest time. We're just trying to fit in as much as we can in this half hour. on deck, we have our last set of reverse flies. I'm going to invite you to challenge yourself by making your grip a little bit more narrow on this last set of reverse flies. So that'll make it a little bit more challenging. Hang in there, we're so close to the end. My triceps are starting to burn. I hope yours are. There it is. Woo! Reverse flies. So remember the grip's a little bit shorter. Hands through the handles. Chest height right here. Open it up for 8. You got it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it open and pulse it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Slow it back down. 4 of them. 3, 2. No slack on the band. Hold it open for 4, 3, 2. Slow it back down. Let's do 4, 3, 2. Maintain constant tension on the 2. Hold it open last time and release. I'm pausing the timer. Go ahead and take another drink, please. Take another drink. Next 2 exercises where you're getting a drink, I'm just going to give you a preview of what they look like. So we are going to stand on the band. Now, if you're really tall, it might feel easier to stand on the tube with 1 foot. I'm pretty close to the ground, so I'm going to use 2 feet. Whichever one you pick, we want to do a shoulder roll up, down, and back, and then we're going to drop our shoulder blades into our back pockets and maintain that good posture, squeezing elbows in. We're just going to do a bicep curl. So that's the technique. If you've gotten your drink, let's get ready to go. I'm going to start the timer. Shoulder blades are down and back, elbows are in. Let's curl it halfway up. So we're going to stop right there to 90 degrees. Here's 6, 5, good, 4, 3, 2, and then we're going to pause it. So we're pausing at halfway up, curl it all the way up halfway down. For 7, elbows are still in. 6, that's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, all the way down, all the way up. Let's do it. Full range, full range. You're exhaling on the way up. Very good. And last one. Good job. Now you're going to continue to stand on your band. Just crisscross your handles. So my palms are in. We're going to move into an upright row. 2 and 2, nice and slow. So we're going to row it up for 2, come down slow for 2. So my palms are pretty close to my body, and I'm leading with the shoulders. So notice my elbows go up and out. Now, for those of you with any kind of shoulder issues like impingement, be really careful. Listen to your body. Maybe we stop below chest level. Maybe yours looks like this, and maybe that's a safer range of motion for your shoulder. This is fine. So we're always listening to our bodies, knowing what our limitations are, and keeping everything in a pain-free range. Continue to breathe. You're almost there. We're going to pause it at the top. Little pulls for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Untwist. Roll your shoulder blades down and back. We're back to our curls. We're going to change the tempo. It's going to be up 1, down 3. It's up, down, 2. Do it again. Up, down, 2. Again. Up, down, 2. 1 more. Up, down, 2. 2 and 2. So we're going to take it up for 2. Nice and smooth. Our elbows are still squeezing in. Perfect. The worst thing we can do is hold our breath. That can cause headaches. That can make our blood pressure go up. Let's slow it way down, guys. 4 up, 4 down. So it's 4, 3, 2, 1. Down, 2, 3. Do it one more time. Take it up. 2, 3, 4. Down, 2, 3, and 4. Very last set of our upright row. So crisscross it, 2 and 2. Here it is. Take it up 2, down 2, nice and slow. Up 2. 1 more like that. Up 1, down 3. Up, down 2 and 3. Up, down 2 again. Up, down 2. Last one. Let's make it super slow. You're coming up 4, down 4. It's 4, 3, 2, 1, down 2, 3. Last one. Take it up. 2, 3, 4, down 2, 3, and 4. Good job. You can set your tube to the side or even on your mat. We're going to stretch out those muscles that we just worked. Grab another drink if you need one. Let's take one arm across the chest. So let's stretch out the shoulders that we just worked. So notice I'm reaching below my elbow. You can reach above, but what we want to avoid is reaching right on top of the joint. So you're just pulling it over until you feel a mild tension. Shoulders relaxed, away from the ears. I am watching a timer, striving to hold each of these stretches for 30 seconds. 30 seconds or more is ideal when we're wanting to improve flexibility, but it can be really challenging to do. Go ahead and switch sides. It really feels like a long time. So if you don't have a timer and you're not watching the clock, you're likely not holding it quite long enough. So I encourage you to have a clock or a timer nearby when you're stretching to make sure you are holding long enough. We also want to be able to really breathe comfortably through all stretches. Same arm, take it back. This is stretching out our tricep. So you can either pull, or if that's not comfortable, maybe you just give it a little push. So pick the option that works best for you. We are making our way down into the mat. We still have our core work to do, but we're just going to go ahead and finish our standing stretches now while we're here. Go ahead and switch arms. All we have left to do is our plank and Superman series. So I'm going to give you some different variations, some different options for both of those. We can even use our tube with the Supermans to make it a little bit more challenging if you're up for that. Go ahead and release. Interlace fingertips behind, pull the shoulder blades down, back, and then lift up and away any amount. I don't have a whole lot of range of motion here. Maybe your arms can come a lot higher than mine. This is a really good practice and stretch to implement every day because we kind of get that forward rounded posture. So this is going to help counter that and really open up the chest and the shoulders. For our lower body stretches, if you are standing near a coffee table, a chair, or even a wall, it would be ideal to hold on to something, take one leg back. If you hold on, you can actually focus on going deeper into the stretch. So a lot of times you see people balance and they do this. That's fine. You're working balance, but you are taking away some of the depth of range of motion. So you can definitely focus on just going deeper into the stretch when you're holding on. We're going to stay on this same side and we're going to cross this top leg over. So I'm making a figure 4, sitting back like I'm in a chair, and it's going to help to pull your big toe towards your knee. Protect your joints, and we're feeling this in the hip and outer thighs. So whichever leg is crossed on top, that's where we feel it. And if you need more, drop it down a little bit lower. And then take a second and check back in with your breath. Is your breath deep and long? Remember, every breath reaches the base of our belly. That's ideal. Shallow chest breathing is not ideal. Go ahead and release. And let's move to the opposite quadricep stretch. So we're just pulling our knees together. Ideally, we would get our knees together or side by side here, touching. If your knees are touching, and you feel like you need a little bit more of a stretch, pull the tummy in tight, and then just push your hips forward slightly, and that's going to shift the stretch a little deeper. Go ahead, take this leg across, find your figure four, sit down like you're in a chair. You may notice that one side is a whole lot tighter than the other. Remember, we discussed having that dominant side for strength. That can certainly be true for flexibility as well as balance. So don't fight it, just listen to your body. Breathe. And then our last standing stretch, we're going to go into our hamstring. So there's nothing wrong with doing it right here on the floor. So I've got my heel down, my big toe lifting straight up. If you want to make it more intense, going somewhere a little bit higher, like a step or a bench, coffee table or ottoman, that works too. So in this hamstring stretch, we just shift at our hips. We try to keep our spine long, chest lifted, and just lean into it. Breathe as you hold. Switch sides. So like I said, we've got our core remaining. We've got both plank and Supermans. I'm going to put the timer back on. Our plank hold will be 45 seconds. There's so many different variations of plank, so don't be afraid. If this is something new to you, you might be starting on your knees today. Go ahead and release. All right, you're gonna find your plank. So level 1 is here. I'm on my knees. Level 2, I'm here. If you want a little bit extra, maybe you rock forward and back. Breathing, squeezing, really activating the core. So the most important thing is to pull your belly up and in as you continue to deep belly breathe. And we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Superman. Option 1, rest your forehead on your hands like this. Option 2, a little bit harder, extend your arms out. Option 3, add a band and squeeze. Lift and squeeze. So you can flow between all your options, or you can always come back to level 1. Pick the option that works best for your body today. You have 15 more seconds here. 15 more seconds. Freeze at the top for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to your plank. So maybe you're coming back up onto your knees. Maybe you can come up to your toes. Maybe you want to fully extend the arms, but remember, butts down, so our body's in one long line. So we don't want to have it up here. You certainly don't want to be dipping down here. That'll really not feel good on your low back. So if you want to go back into the rock, we're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, freeze and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your hips down. Come into a little cobra stretch. Just hold it here for another 10 seconds. Then we'll begin our last round of Superman. So again, level 1, rest the forehead on the hands. Level 2, both arms out. Level 3, add the band. Let's go. We're gonna do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, hold it at the top, and pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, slow it down, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, hold it up. Let's pulse last time for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, come up and then push up and back into child's pose. Release your back. This should feel really good. Holding child's pose, go ahead and walk your hands out to the right side of your mat, but press the left hip to the outer edge. Come back to the center, walk your hands to the left, press your right hip to the outer edge. Make your way up into tabletop. So I've got hips stacked above knees, shoulders right above wrists. Couple of cat-cows here. So we inhale, drop the belly down, bring the gaze up. Exhale, tuck and round. One more in each direction. Last one, turn your toes under. Only thing we didn't get to stretch yet is our calves, so let's press up and back into downward facing dog. And then if it feels okay, bicycle out the heels. Just bend one knee at a time, sending your heel down. Walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Slowly come up, taking a deep breath in, stretching tall, little baby back bend. Big exhale. And thank you so much for joining me today. Great job.